So Boruto Chapter 80 just dropped, and it was an exciting chapter. There were a lot of reviews that we need to talk about, like Sarada's new eye, what's happening to Naruto and Hinata in that dimension which they were sealed in, and if Sasuke was immune to Eida's ability. And we also get more information about Eida's divine jutsu, omnipotence. And another thing we also find out is if Code was also affected by Eida's ability. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the video. So the chapter starts on where we left off in the previous chapter, with Boruto running away to avoid fighting Mitsuki. The manga then switches scenes to where Shikamaru is asking Eida about the situation that both Naruto and Hinata are in. And before Eida could even answer, we see Kawaki grabbing her collar as a way of warning her to lie. And she responds with telling Shikamaru that Boruto was indeed the person who killed Naruto. So when she lied to Shikamaru in that scene, you can definitely tell that she wasn't feeling it. And by how Kawaki is being rough towards her, I wonder if Eida might start losing interest and maybe start leaning towards Boruto. Anyways, the manga then shifts to where Sarada is trying to calm Mitsuki down, but this is not working as Mitsuki is completely enraged. And so reasoning with him at this point seems impossible because his memories have been altered, and he thinks Boruto killed his son, who at this point is Kawaki. We then see Shikamaru giving an announcement to all the search squad, and he's just informing them on the things that he had been told by Eida. And so after hearing this, we see Sumire in a panel confused, as she is also unaffected by Eida's ability. And I like seeing Sumire's quick grasp on things as she starts putting the pieces together on how Eida might have been responsible with the sudden changes that are occurring. The manga then goes back to Sarada, who at this point is starting to break down, as she is confused on why everyone is starting to hunt Boruto instead of Kawaki. And the reason why this is happening is because of her Uchiha blood that runs in her veins. Because we all know that Uchiha experience strong emotions, so it's not surprising seeing her break down after hearing that Naruto, the person that she looks up to, had been killed by her long friend Boruto, who she cares a lot about. The manga then switches back to Kawaki and Eida, and Kawaki is basically saying how no one would be able to stand in his way to kill Boruto, as Boruto is now considered an enemy of Konoha. And we see a small panel of Eida still questioning Kawaki if he really had to go that far of lying to everyone about Boruto being the Hokage killer. It's at this point we then find out about the status of Naruto and Hinata. And by using this panel, it seems like Naruto and Hinata are in some sort of coma. And I know some of you thought that Naruto would come back stronger, as he would be training in that dimension. But it seems like that's not the case, as they are both sleeping and doing nothing in there. So both of them are likely to come back at the same power level they were when they were sealed. We then see Damien arrive to where Kawaki and Eida are, and is just being a protective brother, asking if Kawaki had done something weird to his sister. And I might be wrong on this, but I don't think he was also affected by Eida's ability. Anyways, we then go back to the broken down Sarada, and we see Sasuke arrive at the location. Sarada then tries to address on what was happening with Mitsuki and how he had said he would kill Boruto. To which Sasuke replies saying that it was understandable since Boruto almost killed Kawaki. So it seems like Sasuke was also affected, as he thinks Kawaki is his student and Boruto was the one who killed Naruto and Hinata. Anyways, after hearing this, Sarada is then further confused, as even her father is acting and saying strange things like everyone else. And I think if it wasn't for Sumire immediately contacting Sarada via the Yamanaka hidden jutsu, she would have probably fallen into further despair as she was at that point. Anyways, the manga then continues with Sarada and Sumire communicating whilst Team 10 attack Boruto to restrain him. And here Shigeda is asking how Boruto could betray everyone, which we all know to be false, but I did like Team 10's teamwork as they were able to capture Boruto using shadow possession jutsu. Then as Shigeda is questioning Boruto, the manga switches back to where Sarada is, and she's being informed of what happened to everyone. And she finds out that the culprit of all this was Eida, and how Eida probably used a Shinjutsu ability to save Kawaki. As in just a few minutes ago, everyone was looking for Kawaki, but now it had changed all of a sudden. So I like seeing how Sumire is quick-headed by how she is able to quickly deduce what might have happened in chapter 79, even though she didn't see it personally, which I think is great for her character, as she showcases how capable she truly is. The manga then continues with Sarada trying to convince Sasuke about what had happened, but the effects of the omnipotence are still strong as Sasuke downplays Sarada at first. The manga has a quick back and forth as we go back to the scene with Team 10, and Momoshiki tries to manipulate Boruto to switch with him so that he kills his friends, but Boruto doesn't let in. We then go back to Sarada and Sasuke, and this is where we get one of the biggest reviews as we are shown Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan So it finally has happened. I think she's the second youngest Uchiha to awaken her Mangekyo, coming after Shisui, which is very impressive. And this is exciting because I have too many questions on what power she will possess and how strong she will get. Anyways, as Sasuke witnesses this, he wastes no time as he quickly rescues Boruto and flees with him, as he states that they had to leave the village. The manga then goes back to the scene where Eida and Kawaki are, and Eida leaves the site with Damien saying that he has somewhere else to be. The manga then goes back to Boruto and Sasuke, and they seem to be resting for a bit. They start talking, and Boruto asks Sasuke why he would help someone he considers an enemy. And Sasuke replies saying he remembers giving Kawaki his headband, but Boruto has it. And he also states how he can feel Momoshiki's presence within Boruto instead of Kawaki. And lastly, Sasuke states that if he can't trust his memories anymore, he chooses to believe his daughter, Sarada. And after hearing this, Momoshiki is surprised by Sasuke's reaction, even more so by him asking if Sasuke was in his right mind. So this is where we start to see a desperate Momoshiki trying to manipulate Boruto to cause a mental breakdown. But still Boruto doesn't give in. And this is where the manga confirms my suspicions about Momoshiki lying and telling Boruto all this stuff just for him to take control over his body. And this is the part of the story we also find out that Eida's omnipotence is unreversible and it's likely to remain how it is now. So this is ironic as Boruto always wanted to be a Shadow Hokage, just like Sasuke, and we all know that a lot of shinobi don't like Sasuke that much. So in a way, it's very similar to what Sasuke's life is. Anyways, the manga then continues and we see Eida and Damien arriving at the scene where Boruto and Sasuke are, and the reason why she had come all the way there was because she wanted to apologize to Boruto for what she had done. Also, Sasuke finally meets Eida and he seems to be holding his own against a charm, which is nice, showing his strong willpower. We then also find out that a similar incident had occurred in the past with Eida, but not a lot of information was revealed. And I wonder if it might have been the reason why Boro wasn't able to kill her even after being instructed to do so by Jigen. The manga then continues with the interaction between Eida and Boruto. And Boruto is basically talking about how he thought he knew Kawaki, even though he had never experienced hardship. And Sasuke comes in telling Boruto about Naruto's hard life and how he changed that with his own actions. And he also states that if Boruto was truly Naruto's son, he would be able to prove himself just as his father did. And when Momoshiki is hearing this, he starts to get irritated as his plans probably have been completely destroyed. The manga then enters its final stage as Boruto states that he never considered everyone turning against him as losing everything. And he also states that he has his father's, grandfather's, and Yuga blood flowing in him, and he vows that he will turn this brother-killing brother into a mere quarrel between siblings. Eida promises to never look for both of them, even if Kawaki and Shikamaru ask her to, as a way to amend for even a little bit. So this means that Boruto won't have any issues in hiding away from Kawaki and the village, as they would not be able to track him. Boruto and Sasuke prepare to leave, and we see Sarada and Sumire in a panel, and Sarada is wishing both of them the best. We also see Code, and it seems like he was also affected by Eida's ability, and now he's trying to kill Boruto and feed Kawaki to the Ten Tails instead of the other way around. The manga ends with a panel of Boruto walking away and finally leaving Konoha. So this was a great chapter where a lot of information was revealed. We got to see Sarada's new eye, and I can't wait to see more information on that. And we got to learn a bit more about Eida's ability. And I wonder what her first case with omnipotence changed. And I also wonder what the shinobi from the leaf will start thinking of Sasuke after hearing that he rescued Boruto, who's believed to have killed Naruto. Other than that, this was truly an amazing chapter. So thanks for watching the video, guys, and see you in the next one.